Do you know what crazy is? Crazy is majority rules. Yeah,
He's got a history, Doctor. Violence, antisocial sex, repeated violations of the Permanent Emergency Code, insolence, defiance, disregard of authority.
this part isn't about the virus at all, is it? It's about following orders. Not doing what you're told.
The Permanent Emergency Code.
Part isn't about the virus at all.
The Permanent Emergency Code.
It's about following orders.
The Permanent Emergency Code.
Not doing what you're told.
The Permanent Emergency Code.
Fuck the bozos.
Hello, ladies. Seems like we have functioning interwebs. Javier, Matt Wyke, TJ, some other folks floating around. Tonight's live shot brought to you by True North Concepts. I got a lovely package from them, which has been spread around and things mailed off to other people for projects. Pretty cool stuff. Colt, hello. Zach, hello. Good to see you, sir. Man, Zach, do I have stuff that you're interested in my noggin? But I'm not allowed to share it. Adam Hall, getting fancy. I don't know if I'm getting fancy. With the intro there, the countdown timer is built into my streaming software, and that little video I made, I stumbled across that on my computer. I made it right at the beginning of the fucking Wuhan, and thought I'd share it. Uncle Guns, yes, some lemonade today, some sort of sugar-free stuff. Hello, Crystal. Will Crutcher, hello, hello. Aiden, hello. Aiden, you should have a package coming out your direction beginning of next week. Zach, yes, not allowed to share the information. Like NDAs and stuff. But when it comes out, I'm going to be like, that's the thing I was talking about. Iroquois Foreskin. Scott Wexler, hello, hello. All right. So yes, I already got the sponsor, True North Concepts, makers of the Grip Stop. They also do the modular holster adapter. But running one of those on my gun belt. I had to do some modifications to it, but I finally got it the way I like it. Running grip stops on everything but one rifle that was running a custom thing that we were trying out. And yeah, that's that. I guess that's all I got to say about our tonight's sponsor. So a list of things happening next week. There probably won't be a live chat because I think Wednesday is a travel day for me. Going to Florida, Dynamic Carbine. There's one slot left. So if anybody else wants to get in on it. Scott, it is not a modular holster. It is a modular holster adapter. They're drop leg thingamadigger. Let's see. I don't have a link or a picture. I don't even have my gun belt up here on this floor. So guess we're not going to be sharing that. I would like to point out that the flag back there is not for sale, but if you notice, it is built or is hanging on a pallet wall, which I've been told the folks from bulletin.net are going to put in their studio, but hasn't happened yet. So I'm rubbing it in. The adapter is pretty slick. I won't be a live chat next week. I will try my bestest to over on the Facebooks somewhere put up a picture of the modification. I might just do the whole how I got the holster set up. PJ says Mike's going to get lots of splinters. I don't think Mike's putting up the pallet wall or making said pallet wall. I don't know. I'm just rubbing in that I have a pallet wall. Well, Mr. Foreskin, I can't help you out. I can't make a video of a picture and put it on Facebook. I mean, or on YouTube. I could, but it'd be gay. It'd be a total Rule 8 violation. So, what do we got going on? I probably should have had links ready, and I didn't. And I haven't seen either of my moderators available to. Guess we got some expansion going on in the radiator over there. Totally wasn't ready for sharing stuff. Get a link here handy. That'll work. Oh, there she is. Too late. I already got the link. New article popped up today over on the blog. And it's also, I had to finish it real quick, because it's going in the carbine handout, which is finished. I finished the carbine handout today. I've only been working on it since 2017, which really means I haven't really been working on it until January. Like I had some notes and some ideas, and I'm terrible at sitting in front of my computer and getting anything done because I don't type fast. I don't understand how any programs work. But I have all 27 pages of the carbine handout finished, and we will be printing them off tomorrow. The first class that will get them will be the Florida Dynamic Carbine class, and then the rest of you who have taken Dynamic Carbine, the 2-day version or the 3-day version with day 3 added on, I will start retroactively getting them to you as I am running into you. I am not going to go back through the roster of everyone who has ever taken Dynamic Carbine and mail one out. Because, well, I'll have to buy a bunch of fucking handouts at once to get printed, and then I have to pay a couple bucks for each one, and it'll be a big hit at one time. But what I will do is, as I am seeing folks, I'm going to print a bunch off, and then like when they come to other classes, and I'm like, hey, did you take Dynamic Carbine? Here is the handout that I owe you. So those are happening. Let's see. Yes. Mar style for moving cover to cover. Not as much about moving from it to it, but when you're behind it, using it, although it is just a part of the moving to and from it. That's more of a cover clinic kind of thing. Zach Bush, I will probably, because, I love you, man. I might just mail you your 27-page carbine handout because I know how deeply you value it and you have taken the class. PDF email is free, Will. And you know what happens then? Everyone just gives out my handout for free because it's so easy to share. If you take the trouble to Xerox it or scan it into a PDF on your own to give it away, most people don't care about their friends enough to go through that much trouble. And so they don't. And you can't just have a moment of weakness to give away, like copyrighted material, like you can if you already have a PDF. And banning them doesn't help. Like it's already out there for the world, and it's just free. And I don't like the people that paid for it. I feel like they paid for it, so I just don't want there to be a PDF copy. However, the good news is, with the finishing of the handout, I now only have the fish handout There already is a bug out handout. I'm not doing a vehicle handout. So once the fish handout is done, another big project probably take me more than a year to do. Then I can finally focus on finishing the 4 books that I have started. Yes, there are 4. There is a pistol, a carbine, a shotgun, and a bug out book, all in some various levels of completion. For most of those, that is chapters sorted out, like a list of what each chapter will be, and a couple paragraphs explaining what will be in each chapter. And the bug out one has actually a couple chapters written. I need to start writing like Wyke. Write like Wyke. Wyke. That's a tongue twister. Yeah, I can't. I actually just referenced that today. Talking to Mike that a couple articles I wanted to publish on my blog that I wanted to include in the carbine handout. I had to write the one about outside knee up or outside knee down that I just published, like I shared the link a minute ago. I had to write that so that I could and publish it so that I could copy and paste it into the handout. I mean, I guess I didn't have to publish it, but I had to write the damn thing. And the other 2 article subjects that I would have included, I haven't written those articles yet. So I even said, I'm not Matt Wyke. I can't bust them all out and have them all done in time for me to print them and take them to Florida with me next week. So the other 2 will be in some future revision of the carbine handout. Javier, I will hold you to that. You will get the whole set, but I intend to have not just an ebook version of. I don't even know if I'm doing an ebook version of them. 2 of the 4 maybe, but I'll sign them right to you when you buy yours. Zach, the shotgun book will be glorious, glorious. I tell you. Adam, yes, I think the fish. The handout will be good. I have a pile of notes for it that are so discombobulated. Like they're in no fucking order because I basically just have a file on my computer and I will Google keep some notes when like things hit me that I want to, this is how I want to talk about it. And then at some point later, I open Keep on my computer and I drag all that over and just drop it in the files. So I have like pages of notes in no order whatsoever. Oh, Javier, you and me both. I mean, I read ebooks only on a Kindle because a fucking LCD screen is not enjoyable to read on. But like I'm not the biggest fan of ebooks. The only advantage is when I travel, I can take my Kindle. Because if I'm gone for a week, I'm going for a week and there's a bunch of days of driving, like I could probably still read like 3 books in a week, even with some heavy driving. So if I wanted to read heavy, bringing a bunch of paper books with me sometimes is problematic. I don't have the patience for audiobooks. I can't listen as fast as I can read. A few folks here, like in the chat, have seen me read books and can probably confirm that people don't listen as fast as I read. So it always seems like it's so long and drug out to listen to audiobooks. Sometimes I'll do it when I'm driving because, well, I'm fucking stuck. But at any rate, as far as the article goes, that's the big talking point for this evening. I stirred up some conversation, some dialogue. I started over on Instagram yesterday with a picture. Really, I just want to show pictures of my butt, but a picture of using cover with the outside knee down, like squared up to your target. and asked some questions and got some people talking. And then a little bit later, I fired off a picture of the outside knee. I did outside knee down first, then I did a second picture of the outside knee up. Also stirred some dialogue. A little bit later, I shared it on Facebook, got people talking a little bit about it. And, which way do you like? And then the third run of that was kind of the announcement for the article. This is my marketing 108 here. And that was, I don't do outside knee up or down most of the time. I don't have an outside knee because my hips are not squared to my target. They're parallel to the cover. And then I rotate my torso to the target. So it gives me a front knee and a back knee, not a outside knee and an inside knee. And got some more people talking. All in all, it was just really to drive everyone to get some traffic on the website and read the damn article. And then in the article, it's a bit spicy, I guess, or maybe just salty. There's some folks that I've gotten advice from about how to use cover over the years. And while I didn't name names of who they were, I did poke fun at how they came up with their results. Benjamin, hello, sir. Adam, I do Audible at I don't remember what speed that I do it at. Actually, I've changed it around a couple of times because some people are slow readers and some people are quicker readers, and so I've adjusted my listening speed, but I cannot hear as fast as I can read. That's rough. Why is it still giving? I mean, it's cool that they put the ad for Ammo Supply Warehouse up, but I have them all turned off. I made fun of Mr. Foreskin at the fish class in Ohio for something that I taught him. Well, did I teach it out of my curriculum or was I teaching somebody else's curriculum? And if I have evolved from whatever I had taught you at a certain point, it's probably also I have been public about the change. So you didn't keep up with it, it's your fault. Neater. At any rate, so yeah, the article, I threw some barbs out there, and I did just read that in how to like guerrilla market yourself was pick a fight. So rather than pick a fight, I just threw a couple jabs out there. At any rate, what really turned out cool was over on the Facebooks. I finally did the third picture, back knee down, front knee up, blah, blah, blah. This is why. And I got a great long response from Jerry Nuss, who is an awesome instructor. And if you look down a little bit, I got this big old response from Calvin Lim, who was a great instructor. And really, it's a thread that probably people should go comment on and keep these instructors commenting on it, because you get to pick the minds of some pretty fantastic dudes. As long as you invest a little bit of dialogue, you can get a lot of dialogue back. Aiden, I'm so sorry. The comment put a face to the Pliskin. Aiden and Iroquois Foreskin were in class together, and Aiden just now had to picture Mr. Foreskin's face, and I feel bad for him. So yeah, over on the Facebooks, probably where some of you are watching this. Jerry, Calvin, myself, some quotes. I got to go get Sonny to participate, but Jerry and Adam here in this thread or in this live chat had talked about Sonny talking about this very subject. So I'll go grab Sonny and see if he wants to pop in and add his 2 cents if he'd likes. But regardless, it's the kind of thing that you shouldn't pass up on. And the fact that it drives traffic to my Facebook page doesn't help me in the least bit. Like I don't make no money off of Facebook, so the drive and traffic. John, Mr. Alpha Charlie, stopped by his live chat last night. I did not catch the end of it because my wife finally got home from work and I went downstairs to hang out with her. But I did get got to listen to a little bit of stuff. And yes, I up there, Crystal commented on something Javier said. I forgot to comment on it. That Mary is a 365 fan. Fuck, I can't find it. It's up there somewhere. There she is. Glock fangirl now in the world of the 365. Funny thing, my demo pistol for this evening that I kept here as a blue gun so that, like YouTube doesn't get weird because it's not real, it's fake. It's just plastic, blue gun is a Glock 48. Mind you, I own like 15 blue guns. So the fact that some of them are Glocks should not be abnormal. And the one that I grabbed to lay here in case I needed to demo something. Because it never fails. We want to talk pistol something. I don't have a pistol handy. So yeah, I got a Glock handy. Glock, we'll call it with the air quotes. Now, right off to the left of me off of the screen is a macro. So a real live macro that I'm not going to put on screen so YouTube doesn't get all fucking weird. But anywho, oh man, I did the Defiant Tremis 24. At least it's the most current Defiant coupon. And I want to say there was just an ad for 115 grain TCX on the social medias for Defiant, which means if it's in stock, you should snag some up. So let's see, knees up, down. Yep, covered all that. Hopefully the audio is fine tonight. I know you guys think that my laptop mic works better than my what is it, a shotgun mic, I guess, or whatever it is. It's hanging from the ceiling currently. I did just order some lavalier mics, like the Rode Go to Pro, whatever. I don't fucking know. So it's like the DJI ones, but not owned by the Chinese government, that you can just clip it on, or you can plug a lav mic into it. I'll run two of them. I ordered them for tonight's live chat. They'll be here tomorrow. So sorry. They'll also make interviews easier because I do have a Samson lavalier mic somewhere over there that I always struggle with. But this has two mics going into the camera. So like I could go to like SHOT Show or something to interview someone, and we both have a microphone. And I did some interviews last year at SHOT, and all the audio was so fucking bad because it's so noisy there. So I didn't have two mics. Like it wouldn't help me to have a lav mic on, and then the guy I'm interviewing not have one. So I just used the mic on the camera, and it picked up fucking everything. So I scrapped all those videos. You didn't get a chance to see them. This weekend, I am going to do my worst 5 things from SHOT Show video. That'll be 3 videos I've done so far in 2024, which I think is the same number of videos I did in all of 2023. So we're moving. So I do have some gear questions. We'll go over those as well. You guys feel free to ask any questions in the old chat box right there. But I figure I might as well bust them out of the way. It's 8:30 already. We're like halfway through. So one of the questions I got is, are you getting an ACAL for testing? And I got an ACAL hat. Yes, I will be getting an ACAL. I will probably get one before the general populace release. And then I will also sell them because I have a dealer account with Zebo. That was question 1. Question number 2. I got a whole bunch of them, all from the same dude. Have you done your post testing for the No Live Fire Challenge yet? So yes, I did a bold and cold where the accuracy was about the same, maybe marginally worse, and the movement was better. That was with pistol. Did a pistol advanced small dot drill and shot it clean. Did a carbine advanced small dot drill, shot it clean. Did a know your limit with each and scored 30 some points in each one. I'm going to say 33 pistol or 34 pistol, 33 carbine, something like that. If you haven't done a know your limit drill, it's because you haven't come to a day 3 class. So on just strict accuracy, there's been absolutely no change. The shooty in the moving, there maybe was a slight negative on accuracy, moderate improvement on movement. And then like 0 in a rifle was quick and easy like normal. So that was, like the longest thing that I did was some 100-yard zeroing on a LPVO. Huh. Did not realize it, but I have one of those hub duber things that like everything plugs into, and that plugs into my laptop. There's a fan in it. I just heard it kick on. It's the first time I've ever heard it. So anyhow, that was my post, and I did not video it because, well, I haven't videoed a lot of shit, and I don't really feel bad about it. You're going to try out the pistol mag clicky laser thing I mentioned last time. Didn't catch the name. Yes. So it is a collaboration between dry fire mag and laser ammo. It has a laser ammo cartridge that is different than the regular laser ammo cartridge, and a dry fire mag that is different than the regular dry fire mag, so that those can interact with each other. And they have 4 or 5 models out already, and the macro is coming out within the next like 2 months. So I'm actually going to get set up to be a dealer because I'm going to buy a bunch of them for using in fish type classes. But so we have pistol stuff, and I'll probably get like a couple Glock 19s, a couple Glock 48s, a couple macros, and a macro for myself. And then probably get in touch with XS and change out some of the sights on them. Just some XS models, some big dots here and some F8s there, and the R3Ds, R3D in some of the other ones, and maybe a red dot. I can put money into buying a red dot, but you get the idea. So possibly a Mantis replacement. Well, the thing is, there's no Mantis product that shoots a laser out of a pistol and resets the trigger. So if there was a Mantis product, I'd already have bought that. Training is going to be illegal soon. That's not gonna. I'm not concerned that that's going to go anywhere. So in the last 2 questions, yeah, Will says we'll just be scofflaws. I'm already fucking willing to violate all the laws I want. Like, I ain't stopping training. And something that I read in it that said, like, it only applies to like if 3 or more people are together. And I was like, oh, you mean so legally you can still teach private classes? They're actually, they pay better. So if students were afraid of getting caught training, I could make more money. But let's see, where were we? Last two gear questions. Do you think the Magpul 40 round magazine or the D60 mags are reliable? So I have both. I have not had either one be unreliable. The D40 is fucking long. I don't use them. I think I still have 3 or 4 of them in the sand color. New in the bag, like still in the wrapper. The only reason I haven't just given them to someone is because the sand color is kind of cool, that you can make them, dye them whatever color you want. So I just kind of been holding on to them. And I also think I have 10 30 round sand magazines. They're the M2s, not the M3s. If they were the M3s, I would just dye them up and put them in my Go Time mag rotation. But since they're M2s, I only use them for training mags. So I'm holding on to the sand ones to dye them some fucking cool color for some future project. I just don't know what the project is or the cool color. Since I can't replace them, I'm not going to use them up until I have something cool to do with them. So like if we make like a pink gun or something, maybe I'll dye a magazine pink or whatever, tie-dye. I guess you can't really tie-dye a mag, can you? Maybe? I don't know. I think some guys tie-dyed P mags. Like, I have to look. Anyhow, so the D40 has been reliable as the D30s. It's long. The D60 drum is not long, but it's fucking heavy, and also has been nothing but reliable for me, including having shot it out of a registered machine gun. So it held up to the machine gun fine. John says the same thing. He has both. 0 issues from any of them. 40s are cool to mag dump. 60 is expensive. I got mine in a trade, so I don't even know what they cost. Mr. Foreskin Face says that Magpul tie-dyed them in a video. So maybe I'll do some tie-dye with those spare ones. And then the last question, also about Magpul, was, do you think the clear ones are cool for checking ammo or not your thing? I don't remotely care about looking through them to check like ammo levels, like how many bullets are left. If I need to know that, it's time to put a new magazine in. But what I do think is cool about it is if you are running armor piercing, tracers, UTMs, fucking some other random weird ammo, you can go, yeah, those are tracers. I can see the little red tips on them, or orange tips, or whatever. Or if you were doing like Go Time ammo in them. So I do like that. And I like that they feel different as well. So like if you, normally I have on my assault pack mag pouches on both sides. And if I stick my hand back there and grab one, I'm like, oh, this side has the special ammo because they're smooth, and this side has regular ammo because they're ribbed, or vice versa. Like I'm not confused in the dark because they feel different. So I like that they're smooth sided like an E-mag. I currently have tracers in E-mags. In AP, I have in foliage green regular mags with Ranger plates on them so that they look and feel different as well. Adam says the Surefire 60 didn't keep up with full auto fire. The only Surefire 60s that I got a chance to see, I would have called them Surefire 35s because I never actually saw one feed a full 60 rounds and not malfunction. Steven says he's been picking up some M3 windowed mags for Go Time. That's exactly what I did. They're the most expensive P mags, so I didn't want to buy like 100 of them for training, and then use my Gen 2 mags for go time because I didn't need as many go time mags. So I used the expensive ones. The Gen 3 is more expensive than 2. Windows are more expensive than non-windowed. And those are my go time mags. And I have a couple dozen of those full of higher end ammo. The all 55 grain, some Fiocchi with the little ballistic tips, some Defiant with the little ballistic tips. I believe I have one somewhere with Corbon with the little ballistic tips, little blue guys in the end. And then some TCX, all 55 grain, all have the same 0, like point of impact. So they're just full of that stuff and works pretty well. Will says that his Surefire 60 had to be warranted multiple times. The problem with Surefire and their warranty is, man, they fucking slow. Fucking slow. I remember getting a couple Daniel Defense ones when I was in Camden. And like a couple came in and we all played with them and they seemed to work well. But I remember when Daniel Defense rifles seemed to work well, and well, that stopped. So hesitant to stick by their magazines as well. Although, like, I wanted their pistol to work well, but I've met 2 people that now have a Daniel Defense, whatever the fuck. I guess they're calling it the H9 too, and they haven't run well. So. Which was the downside to the original Hudson. Lots of cool ideas, but the execution wasn't awesome. I was so excited for that pistol because people were finally willing to step outside the box to make the gun run better. And at the end of the day, it may have run better, but less reliably, like a race car engine, like more high performance, but less reliability. And I kind of evolved out of worrying about like incremental improvements in how well the gun would shoot to worrying more about how small the gun was so I could carry a smaller gun that had more bullets and was plenty reliable. Hence the reason the XL and the Macro are my two go-tos. The internet says hex mags are awesome. Some corners of the internet disagree with that. But that was all the questions. So I got those out of the way. The internet is also stupid. It certainly is. So let's see what else we got going on. We got things happening this month. So after the Florida trip, doing 3 days of carbine down there, dynamic carbine and day 3 carbine, chance for some folks to get some dog tags. Then we are coming back here and we have our first NOD study group, Livefire NOD study group, NOD Livefire. I don't know how you want to put it. But we've done a bunch of night vision study groups that involved other tasks than shooting because we didn't have a good range to do a lot at. So we're doing one of those. I think I got a birthday coming up where I'm turning the big 50. Yep, fucking 50. I act like I'm 15. I don't get it. I thought that would keep me young. Hasn't worked. And in the month of February, I'm pretty sure that I am going to take possession of not one, but 2 different rifle manufacturer test guns. Most likely before the end of the month, I'll have one from company A and one from company B, and we will have them here to run through their paces and loan out to people so that everyone can get some trigger time behind them. And then the first weekend of March, we're running a fish class where we'll bring both of those rifles. And if people want to do some Blackbeard work with them, they can, because we'll bring both of the test rifles along. I'm not going to mention the names of the manufacturers, but if you're clever, you could probably figure it out, because the hint is both of the companies have sponsored episodes of the Liveshat. MFT mags are hot trash. I've not seen anything from MFT that isn't hot trash. Apparently, they've been making some stuff, soft goods, that might be okay, but all their plastic goods, 2 thumbs down. Old as fuck, yes, sir. Super excited to see those. I think you're talking about the test rifles, so yeah, they'll be pretty cool. One is going to have like a cool finish on it and will look pretty badass too. The other one, we're going to keep looking stock. I'm not even going to spray paint it. So yeah, and it's going to look cool too. So yeah, I'm pretty excited. You guys will hear about them as I get them like in hand, so that I can hand them out to people and be like, look at what we got. Oh, excuse me. Oh man, you're trying to get killed, Mr. Foreskin Face. Still not as old as his wife. Also not as old as my wife. Baby, if you're listening, I can't help that you're considerably older than me. She's like a cradle robber. All right, so we got all the questions out of the way. We got our sponsor mentioned. We talked about the new article that dropped. For those of you that know me well, you'll probably know who the people are that I was throwing barbs at in the article. Let's see. Answered all the questions. You guys had some questions a little bit here. I know, a bunch of kids, like everybody's young. Makes me feel kind of weird. Like I'm the weird uncle. I fucking turned into Tim Morris, who, by the way, fucking called me, and I have to return his phone call. Speaking of old farts, I plan to see Dave Biggers next week, and John Ammons, and possibly Don Edwards. Yeah, should be a good time. All right. So we're down to 15 people. We're nearly done with the live chat. Like we're 40 some minutes into it. I hear Klaus outside the door losing his fucking ever-loving mind. Man, my phone's got an icon on it. I don't know what it means. I don't want to wait. It's probably the NSA listening, like they were doing to John last night. For those of you who weren't aware, over in Alpha Charlie Concepts YouTube, there was a live chat with Douchebag's brother Dick, Noel, and John about bug out stuff. Very good information in there. I was going to, like, of course, I watched it very confrontationally. So, like, I looked at the screen like this, ready to fight. And then I didn't have anything to fight about, because I was like, yeah, I got all fucking good shit in there. So when they have those live chats, I don't know if John always does them on Tuesdays. Since John's in here, he can certainly answer. But they are usually quality. I don't usually catch them while they're happening. But luckily, I do shit around my house, and I'll throw that YouTube video up and listen to it while I'm doing other stuff. Works out really well because they talk a lot and do a lot of showy stuff, so I don't have to Like I can do the whatever I'm doing around the house and not have to keep looking over at whatever they're talking about. Usually Tuesdays, he said, but not every Tuesday, because when I was trying to get on it last night and it started late, or I couldn't find it until late, it kept saying the most recent live was streamed 13 days earlier. So Mr. Affordable Off-Road. So it's a nootropic. Nootropic is the type of supplement. I knew I'd come up with the word. The one I was taking was made by Beast Nutrition, but it's no longer on their website. I also have tried Alpha Brain from Onnit, which is like the one Joe Rogan uses. Didn't seem to have the same effect on me as the Beast one did. And I took another one whose name escapes me at the moment that was in between the two. But nootropics in general are what you're looking for. That helps with certainly helps me with focus and concentration. It says it does like a bunch of cool things to your head, but like the focus and concentration part was good for me. Neuro Beast was the one by Beast Nutrition. I don't know if they discontinued it or it was just temporarily out of stock, so they pulled it off the website. I'm running low on it, so I need to be shopping for another one. I don't have a link handy. And I actually got turned on to those by Matt White, who's also been in the chat here. He has a website where he actually has a couple articles about nootropics because he writes vociferously. Oh, well, see, there we go. Matt, I say his name and he pops up in the chat. He was trying to sell Beast and cut products. Well, he definitely cut the product I liked most. Although I've only tried, he had one that I bought for my wife that was supposed to help with better sleep. And I need to ask her how that worked. And I tried some of their protein. Tasted great. Took me forever to use it because I don't really do like protein shakes, but it tasted fantabulous. It was chocolate peanut butter, I think. But I don't know if he sold it or if he's still selling it or if the Neuro Beast will ever come back. But whatever ingredients they used in it, I liked. All right. So I think I'm all caught up on everything. And I guess we're ready to call it good. If it's in like 50 minutes, that's like a whole hour. I don't want to drag it out too long because, maybe someone's wife came home from work and their friends are still talking on the internet. And sooner or later, you just have to be like, guys, I got to go. I got to go see my family. I don't want to be that guy. So I will remind you that as the interwebs here, the chat section, Ammo Supply Warehouse has some coupon codes. Defiant Munitions have some coupon codes. Midwest Industries have some coupon codes. Save you some money. Also, if you go over to the website under Known Associates, there's a whole bunch of affiliate companies at the bottom. All those companies, I use their products and managed to snaggle a affiliate code with them. So if you click that, it gives you like a cookie on your computer. And then if you buy something in the next month, I get like this tiny little pittance for sending you that way. So even if you were going to go to like Brownells and buy something anyhow, if once a month you click the link on my website, at least gives me 2% of whatever you purchased. That's actually worked out pretty okay. Some folks have bought a lot of shit from like Primary Arms, and a lot of optics and stuff, and then I get like $60 because they've spent $1,000. And can't say I dislike getting a free $60. So you can do that too, but although those don't save you any money. But if you do want to save money, it would be, I'm gonna go over there right now and remind you all. Resources, known associates. 10% at Midwest Industries, 10% at Defiant Munitions, 10% at Ammo Supply Warehouse, 10% off Blackbeard Fire Starters. My shoot steel one expired, and I don't think we ever got it started back up again. And I forgot to mention the most important one of the evening. Tremis gets you 10% off at True North Concepts if you'd like to put a grip stop on your rifle. So those are the current discount. Oh, GMT 10 gets you 10% off at Gray Man Tactical. That's the Molly things for the back of your seats. They have those in aluminum now. Check them out at SHOT Show. I really should get something set up with XS too, don't you think? I have to talk to John about that. Should have done it at SHOT when we were hanging out. So yeah, anyhow, those you can save some money on, and then a bunch of other companies if you want. You can make me some money on buying stuff if you like. If you don't, that's fine too. And with that, I think we're gonna pop smoke, call for fucking exfil, and get on out of here. You all have a wonderful evening. I will see you not next Wednesday. Let's see if I leave Tuesday. Wednesday. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe it's possible, depending on my travel schedule, that there could be a mobile live chat. I was going to do one from SHOT Show, but instead I went to Fogo de Chao with all the guys and didn't, like, I was eating when the live chat should have happened. So maybe next week, but no promises. You all take it easy, and I will see you later. Wait, if I can click the buttons.